Jeffrey Epstein co-conspirator Ghislaine Maxwell is asking the Supreme Court to overturn her sex trafficking conviction. Her attorneys argue that she should have been shielded under an earlier plea agreement between Epstein and federal prosecutors in Florida. As CBS's Natalie Brand reports, the president continues to brush off questions about a potential pardon.
Days after Ghislaine Maxwell sat for an interview with the Trump administration's Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche about the Jeffrey Epstein case, she renewed a request for the U.S. Supreme Court to hear an appeal of her 2021 conviction of grooming underage girls for sexual abuse. Maxwell's attorney, David Marcus, in a statement even appealed to President Trump himself, quote, to recognize how profoundly unjust it is to, quote, scapegoat Maxwell for Epstein's crimes. Speaking to reporters in Scotland Monday, the president faced more questions about the Epstein files and a potential pardon for Maxwell.
Well, I'm allowed to give her a pardon, but nobody's approached me with it. Nobody's asked me about it.
President Trump continues to try to distance himself from convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein and dismiss the controversy, despite bipartisan calls for more transparency.
It's a hoax that's been built up way beyond proportion.
But over on Capitol Hill, even the president's Republican allies acknowledge the public's desire to see the files.
Epstein trafficked young women, many of them minors. The American people are entitled to know who, if anyone, besides himself, he trafficked these young women to.
Some Senate Democrats are also pushing the Justice Department to release recordings and notes from last week's 9-hour meeting between the Deputy Attorney General and Maxwell, which they've called highly unusual, if not unprecedented. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
Meanwhile, President Trump is spending a final day in Scotland before returning to D.C. The president is opening a new 18-hole golf course at the Trump estate in Aberdeenshire, Scotland.